You buffoon. You absolute idiot. You incomprehensible loser. I can tell you find it attractive.
Atlantic City. It's kind of like Las Vegas, except with a boardwalk, a Ferris wheel, and all the flair that comes along with being a part of the Jersey Shore. You're gonna go and you're gonna drink huge frozen daiquiris and eat funnel cakes and lounge on the beach in between your mega jackpot wins. This was only my second time ever visiting Atlantic City, and this time I had a mission. I was going to gamble at every single casino in town all in one day. Here's the challenge. I had to visit all 10 Atlantic City casinos, and at each one I was going to gamble $10 on slots, $10 on electronic blackjack, and $10 on roulette. Every casino definitely did not treat me equally as far as luck is concerned. Stay to the end to hear my theory on which casinos are the best in all of Atlantic City and to hear exactly how much I won or lost. Caesar, look at this place. We're basically in Rome. We got fountains, we got beautiful chandeliers, and I mean, look at all the realistic detail in the statues. It's so themed. My slot machine of choice here was Lucha Kitty, and I need you to know right off the bat that I would do anything for Lucha Kitty. Anything. Anyway, it immediately ate my entire $10. I lost the full $10 on blackjack as well after being forced to stand on 16 twice. But I found a tiny silver lining after winning $11 on $10 worth of bets at roulette. Wild West. Wild West is part of Caesars, or it's not. I can't really tell. This is such a small little weird casino. They have barbecue, they have a mechanical bull, they have everything. They're very committed to the bit. It also feels weirdly like a ghost town. Do people not go here? Is this the off season for Wild West? I don't understand. After the first casino, I was playing a little more conservative here. The slots were whatever. The Sombrero Man gave me back $2.85 after putting in 10. I actually did profit $3 on blackjack and $4 on roulette. Yeehaw. Bally's. Bally's makes me laugh. It has no theme. It's just a casino. Like, what's a Bally? I think for that reason, its hotel is one of the cheaper ones to stay in, and it is pretty centrally located along the boardwalk, so it does have that going for it. How do people win on these? After my conservative playing on blackjack and roulette at Wild West, I was feeling a little frisky at Bally's. Extra gravy! I put the entire $10 bet for blackjack on one hand, and I ended up hitting blackjack. Also on roulette, I put $5 bets twice on a number with 6 to 1 odds, and on the second one, I hit it. I walked out of Bally's and onto the boardwalk feeling like a god. I was through 3 of the 10 casinos and I was profiting. Everything was beautiful. I rode the Ferris Wheel, which was $15 for a ticket, but I didn't care. Surely this good luck would continue. Resorts. Resorts. Hard Rock. I have a soft spot for Hard Rock. When I was younger, I would visit Hard Rock cafes all over the world and collect pint glasses from whichever locations I would visit. You can't deny that there is some serious effort put into their decor. This cute little tiger reminded me of Siegfried and Roy. It took my whole $10. Okay, slots are the worst, right? Are you people having fun with slots? Every time I insert money, I feel like I'm donating it straight to the casino. I lost 10 on roulette and I broke even on blackjack. Oceans. Oceans is very lightly themed. I guess the theme is just broadly oceans, like the ocean.
We're from underwater!
This ceiling fixture is really cool. It looks like a flower, except one that would probably grow near or around an ocean. Perfect, no notes. I probably looked like an idiot walking through oceans because I spent a really long time looking for a blackjack machine. So I put $20 on roulette instead. I won 10 of that back. I did think this otter was the cutest thing. It was right up there with Lucha Kitty as the cutest slots of the day. Its tongue, look at its little tongue. HARRAH'S. I hopped in an Uber and headed up to the northern part of the city where you'll find 3 additional casinos if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the boardwalk. The first was HARRAH'S, and just like Bally's, it's totally without a theme. I have no idea what a HARRAH is. I mean, I know what a Hannah is, but not a HARRAH. Not a theme. I got some garbage food from Guy Fieri's fast food chicken place, and it was so bad it made me feel like nothing mattered. I took it out on roulette where I decided to put a $1 bet on 10 different numbers. And I hit. I ended up hitting on one of the numbers, and so I won $35 on my $10 bet. On top of that, I broke even on blackjack and won $8.10 back from my $10 bet on the cute little polar plunge slots machine. Golden Nugget. Golden Nugget is right near the marina, which was actually really pretty to walk by for a few minutes. I liked imagining that I won the mega jackpot somewhere and I used the money to buy one of these boats, and then I took my boat out onto the water and drove it into the side of the resort's casino. The inside of the casino is actually really pretty. The gold color scheme is nice, and I liked a lot of the design choices here. Borgata. Borgata sounds like the name of an elderly Eastern European woman who cooks using a lot of cabbage and knits in isolation. Again, themeless. What is a the Borgata. Okay, but get this. I profited on slots. I made $14 on $10 worth of bets. I'm as shocked as you are. I ended up hitting this fanciful sequence where you just play a bunch of free games in a row and you rack up all these credits. It was really fun. Is this what it's like to win at slots? I'm maybe starting to understand the appeal. I broke even on roulette and I even won $16 on my $10 bet on Blackjack. Tropicana. This casino is orange juice themed. Yum. No, it's fine. My bus home was leaving from the Tropicana garage, so I thought it would be smart to save it for last, even though it was back on the boardwalk. It looks really pretty for an orange juice casino. The ceilings are beautiful, the palm trees and the fake flames everywhere are really nice. It was probably my favorite casino visually. It actually reminded me of some of the casinos in Las Vegas, like Paris or New York. But by this point, I had Atlantic City casinos all figured out. I already knew I was gonna lose all my money here. And that's exactly what happened. Results. At the end of the day, here's where we stood. I bet in total across 10 casinos $300 and I won back on those bets $231, meaning grand total on the day, I lost $69. Nice. You know the themeless casinos? Yeah, we're talking the basic ugly ones here. I mean BALLY'S, HARRAH'S, and BORGATA. None of these places have legendary guitars or deflated mechanical bulls or naked statues. To be honest, if I weren't visiting all 10 casinos in Atlantic City, I would have skipped them. If I only gambled at the themeless casinos, here's what my numbers would have looked like. I would have bet $90 and won back $150.40. Oh, wow. Just from the boring casinos with no themes. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't financial advice or gambling advice or anything like that. I know tons of people lose plenty of money at those casinos every single day. However, I personally did not. I just lost a lot of money everywhere else. Which casino is your favorite? Which one do you love? Which one do you hate? Can you explain to me how slot machines work? Why was I losing every single time? I love you for watching. My name is Josh. Now let's get lost. Are we talking telepathically?